Well, I could start this all over again because I thought I was videoing and I wasn't. So today I have another little review for you. Today is the 10th. It was not meant to be a review today, but it's going to be a review. That way someone doesn't ask when I say what I did for my day. I went to Shaq's Big Chicken. And as far as Shaq's Big Chicken, you're going like, huh? Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal owns a chicken restaurant. And a friend of mine works in the Shaquille O'Neal organization for Big Chicken. Uh, I'm not mention what the individual does or who they are, names or anything. But yeah, so I got an invite for the dry run because they actually open on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. And we got to do the dry run, taste the food and all that stuff. And so they can test the crew out and test their procedures and get them familiar with the drive-through. So we went through the restaurant itself, ate, and ended up with the drive-through for Grins Giggles because they really wanted to test the drive-through. That was their biggest thing. This is what's left for me. As far as the sandwich I had, it was called the Uncle Jerome. Yes. And I think that's actually from one of Shaquille O'Neal's movies. I think the movie was actual Uncle Jerome. Hold on, let me see here. But it was really cool. Spoke with her individually. What's really interesting is they say Shaquille is actually a real guy. And I mean like really, really real, down to earth. He's not like some of these celebrities. Like I heard one time that Steve Harvey's staff's not allowed to look at him in the eye. That's weird. But someone actually explained to me it's like you get so tired of people being in your face. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. All I know is Shaquille O'Neal supposedly, and I'm going to have to trust this person because I trust them, is a real guy, down to earth. Then the person's, someone else mentioned that they have, the other person's a real estate agent, rich, and that they got some renters in a house that they're selling right now, and said that their daughter went to school with Shaquille O'Neal's daughter. And it's like, they're like real down to earth. They're not going like, hey, my dad's Shaq and all this stuff. Anyway, as far as the food goes, it was delicious. I had the Uncle Jerome and I had the fries, basically the meal, and a strawberry lemonade. Strawberry lemonade was just delicious. You're going to get the first taste of this. This is the Conductor, which is the salted caramel shake. So hopefully, because they're super thick, that is by the time I drove back here. Let's see if I can drink it. I have to limit myself so I don't get too fat here. But yeah. Also had this banana pudding, ice cream pie cake kind of thing. It wasn't too sweet. It was pretty good. The Uncle Jerome is supposed to be the spicy sandwich. I'd call it very light spice, a little sweetness to it. Still very good. I mean, I really like spicy. I really like spicy. The crew, they couldn't have been any friendlier, man. I'm serious. Hired some good folks to this location. The location is on Tropicana. So it's right off the 215 Tropicana. Take a right past Fort Apache if you're in Las Vegas area. Going by there, man. It's good. It's good. That's about all I have to say for it. My initial impressions of that restaurant is Shaq's doing a good job. They're growing. They're in multiple states right now. And yeah, that's it. Nothing too much more going on today. Just trying to keep myself above water. Hundreds of phone calls and texts and everything, and idiots contacting me every day. Oh, okay. The one that just torques me. Oh shoot, man, I got so many things going on today. Is on the way back. Well, maybe I should preface it. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to the other person, the parent of the individual who invited me, and she's like, gee whiz, not another one. So another investor contacts her on one of her properties. Man, these investors are getting nuts. So I'm driving home. We're driving home. I took the wife. And we, like halfway here, this idiot investor calls. Oh my God, they are just getting on my nerves so bad. And they all went to the Howard Johnson School of Real Estate and all this stuff and dusted off their manuals from the 1980s, those late night infomercials. Calls me up and goes, hi, my name is, I forgot what he said his stupid name was. And it's like, I'm calling about your property over at 123 Main Street. First of all, you always know it's an investor. They have the same script and the same bullshit. Because, you're up and you're like a real estate agent. If a real estate agent calls you, here's how the conversation goes. Hey, this is Jim over at ABC Real Estate. Calling about your property over on 123 Main Street. Now, investors, they always have the same script. Hello, is this Eric? Yes. Hi, my name is insert idiot. I was calling about your property over at 123 Main Street. I've already heard this conversation 100 times. At this point, these man children should know that. And I get this call, and he's like, wait a minute. I respond back, are you another investor? And he goes, well, I buy houses. I buy houses means you're an investor, but you can't have a straight answer. So then I go, well, this property, they are not interested until it's subject to, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking to buy the house, then we can talk. He goes, well, you didn't even give me a chance to talk. And this is really the way the guy was talking. That's what makes it funny. You didn't give me a chance to talk. I'm like, oh yeah, his name was Harold. I'm going to put his name out there. Okay, Harold, go ahead and talk. And instead of talking, what he does? He goes, well, if this is the way you treat real buyers, I don't think I want to deal with you. And he hangs up on me. I'm like, you know why? Because he got defensive. People don't get defensive when they're truthful. It's like go ask a man if he's cheating on his wife. Why are you asking me if I'm cheating on my wife? Ask a man if he's gay. Why are you asking me if I'm gay? They got some shit to hide. So anyway, he's defensive because he has some shit to hide, and I called out his bullshit. Watch this. Ask me if I'm gay. Are you gay? No, I'm not gay, man. Hey, are you fucking around on your wife? No, I ain't fucking around on my wife. Because I ain't gay and I ain't fucking around on my wife. I don't have to be defensive or afraid of shit. So anyway, I pick up the phone, call the agent just finished having breakfast with. If you haven't realized, now I'm talking about breakfast, and I was talking about eating a chicken sandwich. They had a breakfast menu. As a matter of fact, it's the first day they've ever had breakfast, and this is for the friends and family event. So they wanted to test out the breakfast menu. Unfortunately for me, I went in thinking breakfast. The guy suggested this sandwich, so I'm glad he did. It's a good sandwich. So I call a person up, and I start describing the conversations like, yeah, I've talked to Harold. And he goes, he kind of gives the same spiel. She's got 3 houses for sale. And dude goes, she goes, are you really an investor buying houses? She goes, well, actually, I'm buying houses for my uncle. How are you buying houses for your uncle if you're not a real estate agent? Yes, in other words, you're a bullshit artist. So anywho, she goes, well, give me your uncle's name so I can look him up before I, waste my time kind of thing. the uncle owns one condo. Do you know why? Because it's probably the condo he lives in. You know what they're really doing? They're not buying houses. This is why he got defensive. It's what's known as a subject to. So you continue to have the mortgage in your name. They pay the mortgage for you. But the deed to your house goes into their name. And in reality, most of them, their entire purpose they're looking for is to what's known as wholesale. All these get rich quick schemes you see about how to make money in real estate, all these get rich quick schemes you see on the infomercials back in the day. I don't know. I haven't watched television in years. I don't even know if they have infomercials anymore. Somebody tell me. The entire purpose was to do these things. So it's called seller finance. It's just a form of seller finance. Just like the last person I spoke to, idiot calls me up and he's like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, I use seller finance instead of subject to. I'm like, my client's not interested in any form of seller financing, which subject to is. And he goes, well, I'm not talking about seller financing. You're not letting me finish. Because I've already had this conversation 100 goddamn times. And he goes, so what I have proposed is I'll take over their mortgage. In other words, seller two. In other words, seller financing. In other words, you ain't going through a bank. That's seller financing. God damn, stop pissing on my shoes and telling me it's raining. Ugh. These people, I hate them. So anyway, that's what I got there. That's my review for the day. I'm going to mix in some videos that I did, not with this, but I'm just going to make a video about what's going on that side of town because it's really growing over there. It's the Southwest off of Tropicana and 215. And maybe tomorrow I'll have something. I'm still messing around with this Vanzy. Can't get it to work. Before I say that, let me see. Check again. No, crap ain't turning on. Supposed to hold it for 2 seconds. Let me pull it out here, put it on my finger. I'm really getting ticked off. It's just so many of these things. Okay, here we go. Holding it for 2 seconds. I'm pushing really hard. 1,000, 2, nothing. It looks like I got a dead one. I'll play it back in and see what happens. But I don't know, just getting tired of just always being subject to having all this crap not working. So let's go plug it in. Again, this is supposed to be a battery that's good for 4 charges. Let's see if this blinks any. Let me pull it out and put it in, so to speak. Nothing. Dead on arrival. But I'll contact the company. Got 1,000 companies to contact for everything. You know, one of my pet peeves, when people, I have email trackers. When I send out an email, I know when you open it. I know when you forward it. I know when you open a link. I send stuff to people all the time, especially companies that I'm dealing with. I'm not saying them. I haven't sent them an email yet. And they'll read it multiple times, forward it between their company. You see all of this stuff in my trackers. I'm a sneaky one. And then they'll say, we never saw your email, with a straight face. Okay, I'm done for this one today. See y'all tomorrow. I got videos to make for real. Bye.